All right, so we chose a nice rainy day to shoot up to Fort Lauderdale, meet up with the guys at Nautical Ventures, and jump on a 37 Axopar sport cabin. Now this is the one with the pilot house and the forward cabin with the gull wing doors, as you see here. So we're gonna walk you through every feature of this boat and try to take it offshore to see if we can show you a few noticeable features that we'd like to share with you about this boat. It's not an offshore performer, but it does have some very quality features we'd like you guys to see in person and see how it actually performs offshore. So we'll see if we can get out there, but join us and let's have some fun.
A little behind the scenes here today. We're taking out an Axopar 37 SC.
A quick look around as we just set off. You can see how open and comfortable everything is here. Really nice boat for the summer weather changes here in South Florida, up north as well. We're here on the 37 Axopar cross cabin. We're going to take you through a quick walkthrough starting up here at the bow. You can see they have a large anchor locker, all chain. You got your shore power. This one in particular has a windlass as well. These boats are used as tenders quite a bit. You have a small little storage space towards the front of this cabin. And this is a very interesting feature. The gull wing doors, so you have dual access port and starboard up in your front area. You can open this up if you're hanging out at the sandbar, let some ventilation through. It comes out through the other access here through the actual pilot house cabin, so come take a look at that. As you jump in here, you can see these doors, super easy to open and close. You can open this thing up and be completely in the elements. This is an electric rooftop, sun top as well that opens up. So you can see he's demonstrating for us real quick. And we can peek through the other entrance to the cabin where you have your head. So now we're in the lower cabin space towards the bow. As you can see, it's very spacious up here. Nice large bed, seating on either side. You got the head back aft of this cabin space. All your switches well situated there. Ease of access. And then these gull wing doors is just something that's awesome. You got a nice little panoramic sunroof here, as well as the gull wing doors if you have this closed up with AC. But you can open this up, which we like to personally do if we're out on the water, be out in the elements, you know, sweat a little bit, get some sun, and you can do that comfortably in here as well. Very comfortable for those that have children, like to get out of the sun. You can get this with AC both inside the cabin and the pilot house. Very nice upholstery on their captain's chairs right here. One thing very important with the Axopar is, as you can see, we step down into this space. Their center of gravity is low, which stops it from, you know, swaying from left to right in a chop. Their low hull sides also don't catch a lot of wind. So when you're standing at a standstill, whether inside an inlet or offshore, you're very stable. We're going to show that offshore here in a bit. All right, so some of the nice things about this pilot house, as you can see, even though we're completely enclosed in here, you have great 360-degree visibility, and there's tons of space. As we mentioned before, actually a couple cool things. We can actually turn these captain's chairs around, pop this open, and now you have a full dining room area here to be able to enjoy with your family while you're anchored up at a sandbar or anything you're doing. So really nice space. Show you the storage that's back here. This is all basically storage underneath. We're using it today. You can actually click this right back there, hold it in place. We have excellent storage through all this seating, so you can put all your paraphernalia away so you're not kicking it throughout the day while you're hanging out here on your boat.
All right, as for controls, Axopar has great handling. You drive very well. That's the smooth mercury controls, the vessel view here. We can go through the Simrod modules that correspond to your charts, your depth finders, your mercury controls. We can turn on sport exhaust. We got active trim, all kinds of features that Mercury offers in their motors. We have a bow thruster, interactive trim tabs, very intuitive with the joystick controls. You can take her port or starboard, and really control the running dynamics of the boat. Great controls, great handling, fun boat to drive.
All right, so real quick, one thing that Axopar really pushes out there is their adventure. This boat is not just to go out and just do your thing like you would any other boat. They really promote the adventure side of it. They've actually put a roof rack here, so some of the pictures and videos that we see, which we find amazing, is they actually take one of these Axopars out, loaded with kayaks, paddle boards, mountain bikes, and just emerge in the full experience wherever they decide to land and spend their day. So something really unique and special about Axopar, and we love that they're pushing that full adventure idea. Nice little cooler right here, a little refrigerated. We also are using it for a bit of storage right now, but nice little feature, and we'll pop out aft, walk our way towards the stern. So one thing we really like about the stern of this boat is that it's basically a nice entertainment area. This is your summer kitchen. This one in particular has a nice refrigerated ice box here, kind of. It's cooler for your drinks. You don't need much ice. A nice little sink here. We believe you can put a skillet on this side if you were to choose. And then on top of that, it just offers an immense amount of storage. Very nicely finished hatches, which you can make these alive well if you'd like. If not, it's kind of just another storage space, insulated cooler. So when it comes to these rear chairs, kind of cool. One thing that we noticed, not sure if this was the actual intention, but they add a little bit of space by making these removable. So besides being able to tuck them away like this, you can see how close they are to the outboards here. So it does give you more space while you're actually using the boat. You can just pop these out, face them in that direction, close them up so you can pull your outboards completely out of the water. So we lifted up the rear storage space, which is completely finished underneath. Huge panels. You can see the amount of space you have here. Extra access, you get to your build, you get to your batteries, everything else, but you can also utilize all this space for storage, so literally nothing has to sit outside on your deck. Maybe some of you guys know that these Axopars are used a lot for tenders, among other things, so they went ahead and stayed with an open transom. The point is, so when you drag the boat behind your larger vessel, if you do take a wave over the bow on a rough day, a squall comes through, what have you, it can drain completely right out of the transom. You have your drains, actually, like scuppers right here that catch a good majority of it, and the rest of it will just go right off the back. Now Axopar actually does a tremendous amount of R&D, so this boat is balanced perfectly so that if you're going 40 miles an hour, 50 miles an hour and come to a dead stop, this boat will actually not take that water over the transom, and we're going to test that out in a little bit offshore. So due to the amazing hull design of the Axopar, they actually can push this 37 close to 60 miles an hour with the twin 300 V8s by Mercury Marine. Excellent to be able to push this boat and perform the way that it does, cruising at mid 40, 45 miles an hour with twin 300s. You don't see that often, and it's due to the hull design that Axopar came up with. Okay, so we just decided to stop here dead in the water and show you what the Axopar difference is. It has a very low center of gravity, so as you can see, it is rough right here. There's some monster sport fish bouncing around. You're gonna see that crown line doing some dancing there in a second. So with the low center of gravity, this boat stays very calm here. We're not swaying badly at all. It stays in place. That low hull side also helps it not get affected by the wind very much. Check out these guys behind me. They're having a heck of a time on that crown line. We're chilling here pretty good. Really cannot complain, and it is rough. I hope it translates a little bit, but that crown line can kind of give you an idea of what it is we're sitting in and how well this 37 Axopar is handling it. It's actually incredible how stable we are sitting on this thing. Granted, it's not made to do 50 miles an hour in this stuff, but for the purpose it's built for, they did an excellent job on this whole design. Our sea trial on the 37 cross cabin from Axopar. We hope you guys enjoyed that. We have much more coming soon with Nautical Ventures. Thank you guys very much for having us. We're going to jump on other models here in the near future, so make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss any of the upcoming content. Thanks guys for watching our vlog. If you want to see our latest video, please click right here. And if you like what you see and you want to see more Center Consoles only content, please subscribe right here. Thanks guys.